What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Mid-Card Mania. I'm Daniel.
Steven, world champion.
And prediction champion. And
That's right.
we keep the show separate here.
I know.
We're friends on this show. We're enemies on the other. Don't break kayfabe. Don't you dare break that fucking wall right there. But no, here we are, and we are ready for Great American Bash 1991.
Yep.
And the match we'll be hitting up is the Bounty match. And it is Yellow Dog with man's best friend in his corner going up against Johnny B. Bad with Teddy Long. Why do you always do that?
I'm sorry.
I always say I'm going to introduce the match. He'll say it right along with me every single time.
Well, I'm trying to involve myself into the.
And I always give him a chance on the other ones too. Like he wants to jump ahead.
I know.
Take two, Steve.
Finish.
So, anyways, we're here today with the Great American Bash 1991, and it's a bounty match. And he's doing it now. He's fucking doing it now.
I did it again. Yep.
Watch his mouth. Just watch his mouth. He can't help himself.
Go ahead.
Anyways, it's the Yellow Dog with man's best friend in his corner going up. It's killing him. You look at his fucking eyes. It's killing him. Fighting Johnny B. Bad with Teddy Long in his corner. Now, Steve, you were actually, if I'm not mistaken, was you like kind of confused on what's going on in this match initially?
I was.
Let me ask you. Now, this ain't just me setting you up for a jack. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't know much storyline either. Did you know that was Flying Brian initially, or did you look it up later?
I had no fucking clue.
So you didn't.
Well, when I first seen the guy's stature and some of the moves he had in his moveset, like the drop kick and like the crossbody up. Holy and his little mannerisms.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's Ryan Pillman.
Brian.
I'm like, why in the fuck would he wear a yellow mask, yellow ring gear, call himself the yellow? I would retire.
It's a pretty generic
I'm
gimmick
not coming
for sure.
back. I'd say I'm not coming back.
Now, I'll be honest with the people at home, because we're WWF guys through and through. We know our shit in some areas, but sometimes we're just completely lost. I know he lost a loser leaves town match. I can't tell you who he lost it to. I don't know. But Flying Brian Pillman was retired or fired or whatever we'll call it. So it's just like the Mr. America or Giant Machine.
Can I step in real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
If you guys know anything about that match, could you post it down at the bottom? Yeah,
absolutely. Drop that shit below. Educate us. Believe me, we're open-minded. We are wrong a lot, so we like to be corrected when possible. So if you guys happen to know, let us know. But it was the same vein as Mr. America or Giant Machine, where we knew who it was, the crowd knew who it was, the commentators knew who it was, but WCW couldn't figure it out for some reason. And WCW was getting pretty pissed because they fired Pillman, and here he is as Yellow Dog. Of course, Yellow Dog was supposed to be Flying Brian's #1 fan. Now, here's where I draw the line here. Like Mr. America, even though he wasn't, if he would have been like, I'm Hogan's #1 fan, that makes sense. Hogan is a big name. I'm sorry, and that's no disrespect against Flying Brian. He was never that big, especially here. I mean, listen to the pop at least. There's nothing there. Who the fuck's Flying Brian's #1 fan? He's Yellow Dog over here.
Let me iterate. I think if he would have lived a little bit longer.
Okay, agreed. 91.
Can I?
91.
I know.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
But he did open up the door for the fucking cruiserweight division.
I'm just saying. 91. Who is?
He was popular enough to basically bring some clout to a division that wasn't really considered to be
91. So, anyways, he's
Magician Thunder Live used to have classics.
Dude, I'm not debating his wrestling ability.
Classics.
Dude, he can wrestle his ass off.
And he can talk. He can talk too.
Well, he ain't talking shit here, and guess what?
No, he isn't.
So the point I'm trying to make is Flying Brian
was just taking off at
that time. Okay, so fair enough. You're just starting off, and you're that guy's #1 fan. Fuck off. That's all I'm saying. Sure. So anyways, he's Flying Brian's #1 fan, and he's here to wrestle. And of course, WCW's like, bullshit, we know you're Flying Brian, but apparently they can't get the goods on him. So they started issued a bounty, and I forget what it was for, but basically you unmask him to prove whether he is or isn't Flying Brian Pillman, you get the money. This match was actually a bounty match where if Johnny B. Bad would have won, he'd have to unmask. But of course, if he gets unmasked during the match, then of course, he gets the bounty regardless. So that was that right there, and that was Flying Brian Pillman. Johnny B. Bad on the other side had a little bit of a storyline going on as well, whereas he was never pinned or has submitted up until this point. Now, I know they didn't use the word They didn't say undefeated, so I'm guessing he probably got disqualified quite a bit. But still protected enough to where no one's pinned him and no one's made him submit. Yeah. So it did make sense to have him go after Flying Brian. You know, you want to unmask?
Well, I don't know why he went with the Little Richard.
I don't know.
Gay gimmick.
I'll get into that later too. I got a rant for that, but we'll move right along here. Steve, bounty match. Throw it out there. Let's hear your thoughts. Tell us some highlights from this match. Walk us through this.
There was some good highlights. Brian just. I say a lot of the maneuvers Brian did were decent. You know, there was a few good work punches by Johnny B. Bad.
I love when he punched Johnny B. Bad and Bad, who's being a complete. And I'm not homophobic, so I'm just gonna get that out of the way right now. I love Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, so I should be able to say queer.
I love Queen too.
No, absolutely. But he goes all homo and runs outside and gets in Teddy's arms. And he's just like, yeah, I'm a bad man. You're not. So that was always a little. Okay, cool. Before we start filming, you know, the first thing this guy was talking about was this how generic the Yellow Dog was, and he's right. I'm thinking to myself, like, if you're Brian or Flying Brian's #1 fan, wouldn't you pick something that flew?
Exactly.
Like, I'm the Golden Eagle, or he's from Cincinnati, isn't he?
Yeah.
The Bengals? I mean, couldn't you pick something else, like anything else?
Yes, I was talking about that at home.
And I'm thinking,
of course, I think the Bengals would have probably.
Well, you know what I'm saying, though. He could have got around to, like, you know, the Cincinnati Tiger. He could have cheated it somehow.
Yeah, he could have cheated it somehow, but I think. They weren't going to go with it because
he was very generic looking. That was my biggest issue. And the Yellow Dog's generic. I mean, that's the whole point. But then he brings out a dog, which was named Man's Best Friend. I mean, it was even so generic. They didn't even have a name for the dog. His name could have been Eddie. Here comes, you know, the Cincinnati Tiger with Eddie. Where that wouldn't make sense to have a dog with the tiger, but still, you know what I mean. Though, still, he could have been the Golden Retriever. That would make more sense. He's yellow. Yellow dog means like, I mean, I just think of like a cowardly little dog pissing himself. That's all I think about. When I think of yellow dog, I was like, what the fuck? I remember as a kid reading it in my almanac. Of course, in the almanac, it didn't say Flying Brian. It just said Yellow Dog defeats Johnny B. Bad by DQ. And I'm thinking, who the fuck was Yellow Dog? And I'm like,
I was saying that myself when you brought it up.
I was just like, what the hell? Of course, Johnny B. Bad does try to capture that bounty early on. He does try to unmask Flying Brian, but it doesn't work. Or sorry, Yellow Dog. Even the commentator was calling Flying Brian at one point. So you're just like, clearly, but
yeah.
Steve, finish the match for us. How this thing is?
Well, Flying Brian did his little crossbody off the top rope and caught Johnny B. Bad with a pin. And, well, he tried pinning Johnny B. Bad. And Teddy Long basically came in and broke up the pin. Which basically got... Johnny B. Bad got disqualified.
Absolutely.
DQ'd, yeah.
And, you know, in this way, you know, he doesn't get the bounty, but then, of course, he still technically hadn't been pinned or submitted, so he's still undefeated. And then, of course, Yellow Dog keeps his mask and everything, too. All right, so let me go on to the portion where we talk about what we thought about this match. I'll be honest with you. Now, going into I didn't know Yellow Dog was Flying Brian and everything, I was not looking forward to this match at all on any level because I know when I say I don't like somebody, don't take it I don't like their ability or respect it. I respect their ability. I think everybody in there who can wrestle. I'm not saying that Flying Brian's not a good wrestler. I'm saying I don't give a shit. Like, from right now, just from doing this show and the main event, I've seen plenty of Flying Brian matches. I don't care. I can't get into them. They're just boring. He's a generic smiling babyface, and that just does not do it for me at all.
He was a hell of a heel, though.
I'm getting there. Just relax. To me, when I think of Flying Brian, when I think of Brian Pillman, it's loose cannon. Like, that's who I know. Thing is, I don't give a shit about that as much either. Now, don't get me wrong. Awesome gimmick. A hell of a gimmick. It didn't last long. Now, that's not no one's fault, obviously. It was an unfortunate tragedy. But think about the time that he was in WWF. When he came out with, loose cannon first, he was injured quickly. And he was on crutches for like a year. It felt like a year. It wasn't a year, but still. For a long fucking... He was in the Heart Foundation cutting promos on crutches. Fuck off. Okay. So I'm like, here we go. Flying Brian, he's going to wrestle. And he wrestled for like 2 months and then died. And those matches that he wrestled weren't impressive. I'm sorry. I wasn't huge on him. So, to me, when people were just like, Flying Brian's a fucking legend, I'm like, no, he's not. I'm sorry. He's a damn good wrestler. Like you said, if he brought some heft and some legitimacy to that cruiserweight division starting it off, fine. His match with Tiger Mask, or Juice and Thunder Liger, sorry. Fine. Okay.
Classics.
I'm sorry. That's not enough for me. Like, I'm sorry, one match and the fact that he spearheaded and became the first cruiserweight champion, I don't give a shit.
Well, he wasn't the first cruiserweight champion.
Well, there you go. Then even less. So now knocking down even less. Okay, well now he's silver medal. So there you go. And then the fact that like his WWF run, once again, you take away the controversial gun angle of Austin. What do you really have with Flying Brian?
That was a good. I'm not
saying that. But did it go anywhere? Was there ever a blow-off match with Austin and Pillman?
Well, he didn't live. Well, no,
even when he was alive, he went on to something else. He went on to Dustin Reynolds doing the whole.
Well, of course, Vince McMahon shits on smaller guys.
Well, there you
go. He always has shit on smaller guys.
There it is. So, not a big Flying Brian fan. Now, moving on to Mark Marrow. And I'm calling him Mark Marrow, fuck you. I never liked Wildman Mark Marrow. I never liked Marvelous Mark Marrow. I don't like Mean Mark Marrow. I don't give a fuck about Matty Mark Marrow. I don't know what the fuck his name is. I don't give a fuck about him. I don't like him. That goes double for Johnny B. Bad. Now, I have never seen a Johnny B. Bad match until today, or when we watched this.
Really?
Never have. Never have. I've seen a couple promos, which were fucking fruity as hell. And once again, I'm not homophobic. I don't like the flamboyant homo character in wrestling. I've never been a fan of like the Ricos. Because they try to portray them as like they're capable in wrestling, but it's like, dude, they do bitch shit. They get hit in the face and they cry. They get slapped and they cry. And it's just like, okay. And then I just remember like, and not to go on tear, because I know I usually stop you for doing this, but I'm going to do it for a second. Like when Rico would try to wrestle Sunday Night Heat, what did the commentator always say? Well, you know, he's a former Las Vegas Police Department, you know, officer. Who gives a shit? He's a fucking homo who whines and cries and barely wins. Are you trying to literally add legitimacy to him? If he was a cop, why not make him a cop gimmick? Mark Marrow was an actual boxer before this. Why not throw him into a boxing gimmick? Because he looks kind of like Little Richard, and they're like, well, we're going to fag him up. I'm sorry. I can't get behind that. It has nothing to do with his sexuality. Dude, I'll blow Mark Marrow right now to prove a point if I have to. Doesn't bother me. I'm just saying, as far as me being a wrestling fan, watching guys fight, sorry, I'm not buying him as a tough guy. I'm a bad man. You are not a bad man. You suck. That aside, I never thought he was that good of a wrestler. And once again, I know it's, you know, I'm the obvious fan who will never be able to do the things they do. So I give him the respect to be able to make a name for himself. And, you know, he is in the history books, regardless of what you think. Mark Marrow is a former wrestler or whatever.
Intercontinental champion.
Regardless, don't give a shit. Wasn't that good?
I know.
Wasn't that good? Dude, and his characters always sucked. Didn't he get powerbombed by Sable? Fuck off.
Yeah, he did.
Right there. So, I'm just saying, going into this match, I was just like, don't care. Like, this is just garbage to me. This is another wasted fucking match. However, I watched it. Entertaining as fuck. Damn good match. Solid wrestling throughout. I mean, of course, you got the theatrics of Mark Marrow. I'm calling him Mark Marrow. I'm not calling him John Bid. You got the theatrics of Mark Marrow. So, you know, and that, once again, it fit. So I'm not as, you know, but the match was good. It really was. And I think this, to me, epitomizes mid-card to me. Because this wasn't just, how many times do we do matches on here that's just filler? That literally is just like, there's no build-up, just throw a couple guys in there and fun fight.
Funny.
A lot. And so the fact that you got, and this wasn't even really a match between the two that was built up. It was more they each had their own individual storylines. And they cross-seg. And that to me is good wrestling storylines too. Attitude Era is full of that, with people doing their own thing, and they would cross paths. And that's what made magic. So I like that. To me, I was watching this and I was thoroughly entertained. I didn't know all the details. Once again, we didn't watch WCW today, back in the day, so I don't know what, why, and when, and why.
I occasionally did watch it because I used to have to go to my aunt and uncle's house, and that's all they watched.
So, but like I said, other than that, no idea what was going on, but it was still an entertaining match. And I was okay with the ending. Once again, I mean, I'm not super huge on, you know, crappy finishes like that, but it made sense because you had to protect both guys. You had to keep the Yellow Dog storyline going, but at the same time, you know, clearly you don't want to pin Mark Marrow just yet because you want to keep him. I'm not sure how much longer he goes, but still, yeah, you know, you want to keep that going. So it makes sense. I'm okay with that. So overall, I'm giving the match a thumbs up. Like I said, it was a fun match. It was enjoyable, and it wasn't too long. So it wasn't like it didn't overstay its welcome. Like we did the Terry Taylor Z-Man match. That was dog shit, and that just felt so much longer than it actually was. This match felt good. It flowed perfectly. Steve, I'm doing all the talking. Jump in here. What'd you think about this match?
I thought it was a decent match. Of course, I did like the whole. There was a move there was some moves in there that you normally didn't see back then, like the sunset flip from the top rope and pin. You didn't see that move as far as like WWE or WCW all that often from the top rope.
Yeah.
You'd see him jump over the rope, you know, into a sunset flip, stuff like that. But there was a few moves that you normally didn't see back then. Like Yellow Dog did like this, like where he bounced off the ropes and hit Mark Merrill, whatever the fuck his name is, with a heel kick. You didn't see that often back then either. You know, I think if they were doing shit like they do today, I'd probably be more of a fan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they didn't really actually put a whole lot into their match as far as like moves.
Yeah, it wasn't as choreographed then as it is now. Like now they pre-plan that shit out a lot, and then it was just they called it on the spot and win. You know, so. So overall,
it was a pretty decent match, yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, there you go. Guys, let's know what you thought, the bounty match.
I didn't like the characters.
Yeah, I mean, characters,
shit.
They definitely flawed there, but match...
It was decent.
So let's know what you guys thought of the match overall in the comment section down below. Guys, tune in tomorrow night, because tomorrow night, getting hot in here, SummerSlam. So that's all we got. You got anything else to add?
Read between the lines and good riddance.
Catch you guys later.